Hey y'all, this is Jennifer. It's Monday here, and the Simon Says Stamp Challenge for today is play with paint. And they've thrown me a little extra curve. It's Dina Wakley paint. So this paint, I do actually have some, but I've had it for so long, it doesn't even come in these tubes anymore. It comes in little squirt bottles. But we're going to play with the right paint, which is not something I normally do. And then I've got a few sets of her stamps, but this set that I'm going to work with today is this little bird set. I just like the sentiments, and I think it'll be cute. I am working out of my Dylusions flip journal. I'm not really exactly sure about the measurements. It looks like maybe about, I don't know, 5 by 8, something like that. It is, it's a relatively small journal, perfect size for what we're going to do today. So that's what we're going to be working with. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I have my little cup here with a little bit of water in it. And I'm going to play, I've got 4 colors I've chosen. I'm going to play with sky, lime, lemon, and blushing. I assume these are all still good colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. I don't need my collage mat yet. And I'm just going to squirt a little bit on the mat. Yes. And it's a heavy body paint, so it does come out. It is thick, but now it may be thicker than normal too. We never know. So I'm going to take this brush right here. I'm going to dip it in the water because that stuff is really thick. So I'm just going to kind of thin it out a little bit. And then I'm just going to go in different little areas and kind of be, I don't know, try to be creative. You know, just whatever makes you happy. Put some there, some here. Just going to be working on filling in this background. Okay, now while before that dries, take a wipe, just a smidge, and see if I can't blend these in a smidge, see what that does for me. There's a little bit better. I don't know. Okay. Now, I'll take this, move that out of the way, and dry this background. Okay, does it work for me? Not yet, but we'll keep going and see what happens. All right. I think this is the only Dina Wakley stencil that I have. So I'm going to take this stencil, and I'm going to take this texture paste, and we're going to go around and see if we can't cover some of this up. Not a fan yet. Not a fan. All right. So I'm going to take this and just do this. It's kind of random. I've learned that my random doesn't always end up real random. That's kind of groovy. I like that. That's doing something for me. So I'm going to put this like in the middle, I think. And do some more like that. Okay, and then do some down here like that. Okay. Right. I'm going to do a little cleanup. I'll be right back. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, this is pretty much dry. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black gesso. And I am going to see what kind of shape it's in, first of all. Yeah, we're doing good. It's a big old black gloppy mess. So what we're going to do with that is I'm going to take a spatula. And I'm just going to put a little bit, not quite that much, but a little bit on my nonstick mat. I have this thing about messy. All right, so this is garbage. Now I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. And I'm going to take this, squirt it with some water, take this spatula, and I'm going to spread it around real good in the water. And just get it a little bit thinner. Maybe a little more water would be good. Oh, and just so you know, this is the Dina Wakley Media Black Gesso. It is, it's very thick gesso. And for what I'm wanting to do with it, it doesn't have to be so thick. Okay, so take this before I sit it down on something by accident. Whoops. That can go back in there. Now, what I'm going to do, move this out of the way. And then I'm just going to take my fan brush and dip it in the gesso, and hopefully it has enough liquid on it. And then I'm just going to do a little splattering. Got to be careful not to get everything. But I'm just putting some little splattering on my bright colors. And I think that's enough. All right, so then get my wipey. Clean that up. Ooh, isn't that a hot mess? Oof. All right, let me move this out of the way. I'll do a little cleanup and be right back. Okay, now that's my little sprinkles. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gesso again and kind of frame around the edges. But for that, I'm going to use this smaller brush, and I'm just going to paint. You know what? Before I do that, though, I'm going to take this little speckled paper towel and put it under there. And then I'm going to take this one and put it under there. And that will just kind of protect the pages. All right, so I've got a little bit of gesso. And I'm just going to kind of very carefully just go around the edges. It doesn't have to be fancy, obviously, because that's so not going to be. But then I'm just kind of framing it in a little, I think. I may be messing it up, but what's done is done. We'll see when we get finished. How about that? I may have just messed that up. What do you think? I guess we'll see when we get finished. All right, I'm going to clean my brush. Okay, now we are all cleaned up and all dried up. We're going to set this to the side and let it dry a little bit more. And then we're going to take our stamp set. This stamp set, well, you know, I don't know. It looks like I may have cut something off of this to fit in a Tim Holtz pocket. Oh well. I have a piece of Dylusions mixed media cardstock, and I have my Tim Holtz stamp platform, and I have my Dina Wakley bird set. We're going to stamp some images. Okay, now all the images are stamped, so I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to fussy cut the birds out, and I'm not going to make you watch that, so we'll be right back. Okay, now I've got everything cut out, and these are kind of sketchy, so and I don't mean sketchy in a bad way, I mean they're like drawn, sketched, so some of this didn't quite complete, so you just kind of got to fake it. So anyway, we faked it, and they're all cut out, and I am going to take, sure I am, I'm going to take my Distress Paint, Black Soot, and I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to kind of go around the edges, like so. All right, I'm going to dry these real good. All right, that's probably good enough. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my Distress crayons and my water brush, and I'm going to color these little birdies. Now, I'm just going to pick, I think, something blue, and maybe this coral, and I need something for the beaks and the feet. Let's see, what is this? Wild honey will probably do the trick on that, and I think that will make me happy. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up to my little grid here, and I'm going to just scribble me a little bit of this wild honey on there, and scribble me a little bit of this coral, and then scribble me a little bit of this blue. I'm going to take my black paint again and go around the edges of these little sentiments like that. Okay. Now, all right, next is going to just be putting things in the book. So I'm going to move that out of the way, bring this down, and then let's see how we want to do this. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. And then keep a green bough in your heart, and perhaps a singing bird will come. So I'm going to put this like this, and this like that, and then this like that, and this like that, I think. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. All right, so then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Distress Collage medium and I'm going to glue this stuff down. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I like it. It was kind of questionable at the start, but not bad for thinking out of the box. I don't think it needs anything else. I think it's just fine for this little bitty book. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Please check out the links below for other ways to follow me. In the description below, there will be a list of supplies that we used in the video today. Enjoy. Thanks.